crack scoop over. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah. Well, I see the dunes, the mountain.
Oh.
Nah, I see this.
Where'd I click? Oh, it's big. Oh, we're good.
Make it bigger.
Bro, I watch my videos like that, bro.
You do? I don't know why.
So does Kyle.
So you do too, Gal? You watch your videos like this? Seth?
Who are you?
I usually go full screen.
Full screen? Full screen?
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm like feeling like... Wait, easy, bro.
Keep going up. Right there. Oh, you're almost there. Left.
Oh, down. Dude, it's because I have to go opposite.
Down.
Other way. Oh.
Yep, there we go.
Now you have to play. Yeah, that's
Why isn't it playing the sound?
I think it's... Check the volume.
Schedule.
It'll play from my laptop. But just to start it out, how's everyone feeling? How did everyone feel this weekend with Kathy?
It was fun. It was
fun.
You guys like having Kathy around?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How was the dinner yesterday?
It was good, bro. It was a good time, right?
Yeah, it was a good time.
I just told Choyas we weren't meant to eat beat-ups that day and just try a new spot. And the food was good, bro.
The food was
It
good?
was really good.
Definitely different.
Kind of expensive, but
Tight food.
Kind of, yeah.
True.
Yeah, 10 to 15, no? Around.
That's not 20.
Well, you got
Ooh,
the appetizer,
The appetizer, that's why.
Ooh,
But we shared an appetizer and we still came out as 20.
Damn!
Yeah.
Nah, I get that. But yeah, I mean, once we start having more money, I want to go out to a different place each like Sunday or Saturday, you know, we can try different spots, because that sounded like a cool experience, and I was just like, yeah, why don't we just do that?
there's so many restaurants.
Why don't we just today, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I didn't take my phone to Laguna Beach. I was just testing something out.
Little experiment,
and I just want to share it with you guys because I've been trying this out, and it's really helped me out a lot when it comes to business, to my own personal life, and I think and it started with this video, so I want to show you guys this video, just explain it to you guys, and again, I just want to bring it up to all of you because it helped me, and there's also some concepts that I want to take of this when it comes to our business, and just like how I think that we can just work around this specific issue. So I'll just kind of play it right now.
I think one of the things we forget is that creativity doesn't happen. You can't say, okay, be creative now. Okay, I wish, you know?
It happens in the shower.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah,
it happens when you go for a run, or in the car, or when you're in
Yeah.
the shower. It happens at these weird times, but it's not an
Part
accident.
of the video that I wanted to there's a lot to unfold there, you know? But when I heard this for the first time, I was just like, holy shit, that does happen to me. Like whenever I get an idea, it's not like I was like trying to make the idea, you know? It was just like I went to the gym. Like what I've noticed is that when I go to the gym, sometimes I'll be texting Isaac or like telling him a bunch of things. And what I realized was that because when I go to the gym, I'm not on my phone, and I don't have headphones, so I never I'm never listening to music, you know? So I'm not feeling that space. Like I'm going to the gym, I'm working out, I'm focused on that, but my mind is also just thinking, because when I stop lifting, what do?
Yeah.
We just walk around, and if you're listening to music, you're listening to music, but you know, I wasn't. And you know, he gave that example as well, like when we're in the shower, like, you know, so like, and just think about like you guys, like whenever we ask you guys something, like it's hard to come up with something in the moment, right? Like, and it goes back to what he was saying, like in that moment, like your conscious only has access to like, I think he said less than a meter.
A meter.
And it's like, again, like your conscious, it's a little bit hard, you know, but that subconscious, that's where it stores everything. And so the point when you're brainstorming is to just ask the question. You know, it's not so many times you know, I asked Seth yesterday, like, what do you think? What do you think we can do to improve this whole bike situation? I didn't expect Seth to like, you know, figure it out in that moment. But what I was trying to do there was just infiltrate that question into his brain, and now his brain has that question. And then if he allows himself to like work around it, then, you know, then he's going to be able to like maybe find a solution to it. And so again, I've been testing this experiment over the past couple of weeks. I did this when you guys left. I did this like in the first few days. I wasn't on my phone as much, and I was just connecting shit left and right, boom, 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 boom. Cause like, I was thinking about these questions in the background. I wasn't like actively thinking, like, I didn't sit down and like, right now I gotta come up with this, you know? I just kind of like, I had the question in the background the whole time, and I wasn't on my phone or anything, because what happens, and he's the one that says it obviously, is like, when I'm on my phone, you know, now you're getting stimulus. Now your brain is not, that subconscious isn't necessarily working, you know? Now you're paying attention to this. Or when you're listening to music, or when we're watching videos, you know, every time that we're not just, and he literally did it, you know, he just sat. Like, if we could just be like this, that's what it is, you know, just thinking, letting our minds go away, letting our minds float. So I tried that, and that's why my resolution was that. Time with myself, right? That was one of my resolutions. When I heard this too, I was just like, this sounds like a life hack. It sounds like cause it does work. Like again, whenever I've gotten these ideas, it's never like in the moment. Like, you know, it's like I'm doing something, I'm taking it, and like boom, like somehow it connects it, and it's again because I'm not receiving stimulus in that moment. So yeah, I just wanted to share, and that's why again today, like, I didn't take my phone. I didn't take my phone, you know, I was just like there the whole time, and like honestly, like I didn't feel like I really needed it, other than like to find the maps, or like, you know, to call someone. Right. But at least if someone else has it. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to share that experience that I just had. And again, I wanted to share it because, you know, whenever we're brainstorming, and I ask you a question, and we ask you a question, don't feel like you have to answer it, you know, in that moment. What we need to do as a team is understand, like, okay, a question is being asked, they're just asking that question, so it infiltrates our brain, and our brain processes it.
Now, every time Jesus and I talk, I just tell him, I don't expect you to give me an answer right now, but it's just there, and I know you'll think about it. He gave me a good idea today for the bike business, and I told him, we're gonna figure it out, because it's just going to be in the back of our minds. So yeah, it's been super helpful even in my life. I've noticed it too. Ever since I read Jordan Peterson's book, 12 Rules of Life, for me, I don't remember exactly I could remember, but I don't want to go into detail. But every time I go on a walk or I'm doing something, I just try to not stimulate my brain too much, because I'm the type of guy that I also want to just be learning constantly. You know, if I'm not reading a book, then I want to be listening to a podcast. If I'm washing dishes, like, I want to hear something, or I want to listen to music.
Or eating.
And we can all, you know, in our lives, we have examples, like, not to point, you know, anybody out, but like, for example, when we're eating, you know, Kyle, Choyas, I know you guys are always watching something, like just one meal, you know, just sit down. Don't be watching anything. Try to think too, and it'll come. Like, just things will come, and whatever comes. But we all have, like, for example, Craig, I know you love listening to music, right? But if you just allow yourself from time to time to not listen
to... Sorry to interrupt you, but he had it. When we went on the walk. Craig doesn't usually go on walks, and we went on a walk. Yeah. And then, like, a few days later, I saw him doing a walk, and I met with him. And you told me, I'm like, you're on a walk. And he's like, yeah, bro, the other day, like, it just helps with my thoughts.
Yeah.
So and when I do Postmates, sometimes I don't listen to music, I just drive.
Yeah.
That helps as well.
Yeah, just that we all have examples, opportunities in our everyday lives to just tune out for a little bit, because we've seen that it's been helpful for our own personal growth. And also for the team, you know, because once you think through things that we're currently doing, website, I'm sure you'll get creative too, bro, when, you know, thinking about the website. I'm sure you're thinking about it every day because you're probably working on it every day. If you just let your brain to think through the design process, what we're doing, the fixes and whatnot, things will come because we've seen it in our own personal lives.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, I feel like that's why sometimes we appreciate that outside perspective. Because like sometimes we're so caught up in it. We're doing a piece of work and we're so caught up in like certain details of it that we miss maybe sometimes the bigger picture, or you know, like it's like, wait, well, and then someone else comes in and it's like, bro, why don't you do this? You know, it's like
super simple.
yeah, it's like, oh, and it's like because we were so caught up in our own ideas. So again, to help ourselves, is sometimes it's just like to not need someone else's perspective, and just to help ourselves, it's just distancing yourself from it, you know. So like today, Kyle, he's like, let me see the video, and like I needed time to like, you know, like, well, one, I wanted today to be my time off, like I said. So I mean, I don't want to do any work on Sunday, and you know, he asked me about it, and I didn't really look at it just because, again, today's my day off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm also saying that so you guys know, like moving forward, you know, like, I don't really want to be answering too many like business questions. Today, obviously, we're having a meeting. But other than that, guys, I don't think there's much else to add, other than I just wanted to share that experience with you guys and just bring that information to you guys. I hope you guys find it helpful, you know, and if you guys want to give it a try, you guys are more than welcome to give it a try, you know, and see how you feel. I'm telling you guys, I see results instantaneously, bro.
Well, let's keep trucking, boys. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes, me personally, I've gotten, you know, I was thinking, we had all these goals, right, for 2020 and new year, new decade, whatever you want to call it. And I started thinking, man, I don't even know how to explain it. I had this feeling today and kind of like was able to piece some of it together. But part of me felt like because it's a new year and we had set all these goals, that now it's going to be a little bit easier. But then I'm like, at the end of the day, we are just a startup, right? We just started out, and even told Jesus the other day, Jesus and I have been doing this for longer, right? But with this team, I feel like this is new. Like, I feel like this is new, and this is a new team, new business concept and everything. So in reality, we've only been in business since we got here. Yeah. So I started thinking, and again today, because I was just like literally sitting on my chair at the truck, and I was just, you know, thinking, and I'm like, just, if it's going to be hard for the next year. Like, we might still struggle at the end of this year, but as long as we keep working hard, yeah. And I'm really enjoying the process, like, so far. I'm really just digging how we're slowly but surely just finding what each one of you guys is good at and enjoys, and just finding a rhythm, and momentum is just going to build up once we start getting those small wins. And I honestly, you know, like I at the dinner yesterday, bro, like I was so happy. Like, I was just so happy being with all of you guys and enjoying good food. And I'm like, you know, I said, I can't wait till I can't wait till we're making more experiences and traveling and doing all these things. So yeah, man, more than anything, this was just like me being appreciative of like each one of you guys, and you know, thank you for everything that you guys do. And it's a journey, man. I'm having so much fun, and I can't wait to look back at these moments and just see the TikTok. Yesterday we were watching it too, and I'm like, when we look at this, bro, it's just going to be insane. So I just hope that, you know, you guys are just as motivated as I am, and ready for this year, bro. You know, it doesn't get easier, bro. It just gets harder.
It gets harder.
It gets harder.
Is there anything else you guys want to add?
I don't think so, no. Dude, you know what I feel like is gonna happen? Maybe just now, like, just because we had this, like, now that you put this idea into our head. Choyas already. Dude, it might be bad though. Because I feel like, what if, like, now you go on a walk and you're like, alright, now I have to be creative. Fuck, you know what I mean? Like it's like I don't know what you call it.
Yeah. And
Double edged sword.
Double-edged sword. Yeah, I mean, like...
This guy, I feel like it has to be so natural. You know, just like, just naturally...
It does, but like, I'm telling you, like, even for me, it's just like... I have felt like that. I mean, the whole reason why I wanted to do it was because I wanted to be more creative.
Right.
And so, like, I am thinking of that in the background, I want to, like, today, I was like, I kind of want to figure this out. Like, and I just need to be off of that. But what I just do is let my brain, I came up with a bike idea that I'll share eventually. But I wasn't even thinking about the bike business. I knew we had to solve it because we asked the question, you know, I had just been there at the bike business. And I was sitting in the corner, bro. I was sitting in the corner, and this is actually what I was thinking about because I know kind of how I connected. But I was trying to get to the top, like see if I could find a way. And I was like, how cool would it be if the six of us tried to find like a way each day, you know, to get to the top? Because it's like, I'm like, we gotta figure it. And then as soon as I thought about that, I got the idea for the bike business. Like that connected me to the next one. I won't share the bike idea. But that's how I connected. Like I was just thinking of something completely, and I was just there in the corner. But again, I think, bro, that's the thing. Like, even though like I know that I'm like being benefited, like I'm trying to be more creative. Like it still kind of works, bro. Like it still works.
Yeah. And I would suggest don't even think about it like, okay, it's time to get creative. More than anything is just don't be with stimulus.
Let your brain.
Let's just you know, contemplate for a little bit.
Do you have something?
Go ahead.
One of the great things that I heard about meditation is that, and it makes so much sense for me when I heard this. It's like, what's happening? You know, when you try to meditate, you have no stimulus, right? You close your eyes, and your brain, what happens? It's just like it's thinking, right? It's like doing all, and what it's doing, it's that subconscious working, and it's like an email list of like unopened emails that you have. Because you don't open these thoughts that like, you know, we're always like finding ways to get stimulated, so we don't allow the subconscious to work through those emails. And so that's what's going on when you just like sit there. It's like the brain gets louder, like you start to hear, you're like it's going, and
that's why people trip, because they're like, wait, shouldn't I be more calm?
Yeah, shouldn't I be more calm? It's like, well, your brain, like you probably have like 2,000 emails, you know? You have 2,000 emails and now your brain's like, open.
You gotta go through all of them.
Crack's got 4K, bro.
Crack got 10K. Put out music all the time.
He hasn't unsubscribed, bro.
I wouldn't agree with that.
But yeah, just the main thing is just like letting your mind clear itself.
Yeah.
And the only way you can do that is by not receiving, you know, stimulus. Just letting your mind think. That's all for tonight, guys. I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Good insights.
Yeah.